Hi everyone, Travel Addict Guy here. I want to welcome you to a new episode. And if you saw the last episode, I was in Santa Amalia and I was looking to try to get to Alvarez de la Grande. So I'm still walking. There was a bus station that I found. I could have went to a couple places, to Cártama or back to Malaga. So I decided to keep walking. I thought there was a sign that said station for Cártama, so I had to actually cross the freeway. I had to cross underneath. There was a bridge, so I did that. And look at this over here. Wow, this is kind of cool. I see this irrigation system that they have. I've never seen this before. And you can kind of see it back there. So it's like a modern day aqueduct, basically. Pipeline that brings the water to the countryside here. So again, beautiful countryside. Now I'm in Cártama. So I'm on the other side of the freeway. I actually crossed the freeway. And on this side of me, you have these large hills. Hopefully the hills don't have eyes here. Have you ever seen that movie? So that's where I am. I'm in Cártama. And oh, it's almost midday now. I started this adventure quite early. It was 7 a.m. when I left this morning. It's 11:14 now. I did my work, got my shots, and then I did some exploring, which is what I love to do. I've done that many times, and I've told the stories, but I wasn't able to bring people along with me. I've told some stories about my travels in Chile. I did some funny things like this out in the middle of nowhere, and quite funny, and tell the story, but it's just not the same. Maybe you can see it, so now I can show it to people on YouTube. So it's great. You can follow along with my crazy travels if you enjoy that kind of thing. There's an audience for everything, I guess. Even crazy American guys that travel around Europe and Spain. So getting my exercise today. I actually enjoy walking. I love to walk. It's good exercise, cardiovascular. Getting a little sweat going, and I feel good. Got the sunglasses on now. The sun came out. There's that aqueduct there. Pipeline. Okay, here. As long as it's not going up, it's not a problem for me. Some of these real steep going up, they can be rough. So I see Estación de Cártama. Okay, so that's where I want. That's the train station. So there's a train station that goes through Cártama, and I think it goes all the way to Alora. I was there one time with my family, and wasn't doing YouTube at that time when they came. That was 2 years ago. That's when I first moved to Malaga. It's too bad I wasn't doing YouTube back then. So I just only been doing YouTube now for, I guess it's more than a year and a half. So grateful to all you people that subscribed and that enjoy my videos, that leave a comment, that like it. I really appreciate that. And it's really fun to see those comments. I enjoy those, all of them. And I try to take my time to respond to everyone. I appreciate all those comments and all the subscribers that I have. I do appreciate all of you guys. So thank you so much. It's so much fun to see my channel grow from a few hundred to a couple thousand now. So keep it going in the right direction, hopefully this year. So I don't know, I think the last time I checked the map, it was a couple kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. It's about a 30-40 minutes walking. Now I walk pretty fast. So sometimes the Google map will say 30 minutes and I'll make it in like, 20. So hopefully that's going to be the case. And when I talk and walk, kind of makes the time go quickly as well. So that behind me is quite gorgeous. Quite gorgeous. I love that beautiful valley there. This is that Spanish countryside in Andalusia. So in English they say Andalusia. In Spanish, it's Andalusia. That's what it's called. So they got an English name and a Spanish name for everything. Kind of confusing sometimes. Like Sevilla. In Spain, everyone says Sevilla. And I was always confused because I'm hearing Sevilla. And then I'm looking on the internet, I see Seville. And I thought they were two places at one time. And I came to find out they're the same place. Just one is in English, Seville, and one is in Spanish, Sevilla. But some places they have the same name, like Barcelona. So go figure, I don't know. English is a funny language. And London in Spanish, they call it Londres. You hear them say Londres? That's London. So that's a little tricky one too. Yeah, the countries. I don't know if you know the countries in Spanish. Let's see, throughout Europe, it's Spain is España. United States is Estados Unidos. They say United States, Estados Unidos. So, England, they say Inglaterra. What more countries do we have around here? Portugal. Poland, Polonia. Germany, that's a good one. It's quite different in Spanish. It's Alemania. Alemania is Germany. So, I'll give you a little Spanish lesson today. So, coming up to another bus stop, it looks like. I've already passed about a dozen of these things almost. Saved myself quite a few fares on the bus today. We got going here. So where's this one going to? Cártama, Agua de la Torre, Plaza Mayor, Los Alamos. So looks like we're here. So I could take the bus or I could keep walking. Gonna be hungry for some lunch pretty soon. Nice to find a place to have lunch. Some of these pueblos, it's not so easy. So if I kept going the way I was going, I would have ended up on the freeway, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to walk on the freeway. That's a big freeway there. So either have to take the bus or I have to go this way. So there's a little pueblo here, it looks like. I guess this is Atalaya de Cártama, and I don't know if you can get out of here or if it dead ends. I think that's a dead end, that sign. These street signs with the red there. Let me show you this little Spanish neighborhood while we're here. Now this is what they have in Spain. It's like what they had in Chile. It's even more private. You don't go right up to somebody's house and be able to ring their doorbell. It doesn't work like that. They got it all closed off here from the street. So if you want to come up, you got to press the button. You got to show who you are. You got a gate. So you're not going right up to the place. Look at that. Not like in America where you just walk up to the door and knock on the door. It doesn't work like that in Spain. So ¿hay salida en este barrio o no?
Bueno, esto hasta así, vuelve, gira y vuelve a salir allá arriba.
Ah, solo hasta arriba,
Esto
una vuelta.
Da la vuelta así, vuelve a salir ahí a la calle que va para arriba.
Ok, vale. ¿Y la estación de Cártama, cuánto lejos es?
La estación,
Es lejos, ¿no?
Cártama estación, pues mira, tienes que coger
Un bus.
cuando tú subes ahí,
Ah, sí, ahí
esta
está una
carretera,
parada.
si tú sigues toda esa carretera para abajo, la estación de Cártama está hacia abajo.
Ah, ok. Pero
Ok.
yo no quiero caminar en la carretera.
Bueno,
Mejor,
creo que puedes pasar, no tienes que pasar por la carretera,
Hay un lugar para
sí, hay un lugar
caminar.
para peatones.
Ah, ok, vale. Peatonal. Ah,
Sí,
ok.
sí, puede, yo creo que sí.
¿En el fin de eso también?
¿Cómo?
¿En el fin de esta calle?
Bueno, no, esta calle te va a llevar allá arriba.
Solo para allá.
Da igual que tires por ahí o des la vuelta así, te va a volver a sacar. Y tú ya miras hacia arriba y la carretera que ve a derecha ya va siguiendo para abajo y te lleva a la estación.
Papi, lo estás liando.
Okay.
¿Tienes que tirar para allá?
No, pero déjalo, él quiere dar la vuelta por ahí.
Ah, pues entonces ya, si quieres dar la vuelta.
Claro.
Ok, muy
Mira
bien.
por aquí, sube arriba y cuando llegues ahí arriba, la derecha sigues para abajo la carretera. Y puedes andar porque hay zona para andar. No tienes que ir por el medio de la carretera.
Perfecto, muchas
¿Vale?
gracias.
Venga.
Ok, gracias.
Hasta luego.
Muy amable. So, very nice man. He's telling me how to get to the station. So he told me you can walk. Him and his son were quite nice, both of them. He said there's a way to walk along that strip on the highway there. So maybe we could try that. Don't know. So anyway, interesting to see these little houses here. Look at that. Look at these little houses. They're quite charming. They're kind of down. And like I said, you have these gates, which is nice. I think we're going to start needing these in America pretty soon. Because you never know who's coming up knocking on your door, wanting to sell you something or who knows what. So you can't do that in Spain. It was like that in Chile also. Most countries. I don't know what it's like in England. I assume you can do, I don't know if they have a gate out or not. But in America we don't have gates out in front of our properties. It's quite strange to us. The rest of the world has that. Guess it's a dangerous world we live in nowadays. So he said this basically just goes around a big circle. I have to go up now. Oh, I'm earning my lunch today. A nice Spanish guy, real nice. And maybe you heard a little bit, got to hear a little Spanish there as well. Give me the directions. It's always good to know a little Spanish in case you need to ask for some directions like that. But here's this little neighborhood. You got that beautiful valley behind you. So a nice quiet little neighborhood. So I hope the man is right about being able to walk along the freeway there. It is really gorgeous, picturesque, very beautiful. Everywhere in Spain, so beautiful. And it's beautiful flowers growing everywhere. Look at these. White, pink, so nice. Even along the highway they have these normally, growing. They have the most beautiful highways I've ever seen with all these flowers in certain areas when they're in bloom. All alongside the highway. And even in the center normally there's a bunch of flowers. I've been on some and they're just so gorgeous. Okay, here's a bus stop. So maybe he's right. I guess you can walk along here. I guess the man knows what he's talking about. Very, very good, because that's the freeway there. Looks like you have this little strip here you can walk along. That's what he's talking about. I hope that's the case. We'll find out. So wow, look at that picturesque valley behind me. Fantastic. Fantastic, giving me the strength to go on. And like I said, I'm hot, but I'm used to the heat now. I think I'm really used to the heat. I'm becoming Andalus, Spanish man now. I go into the cold climate, I don't like it. I don't like the cold weather anymore. I'm used to that hot weather. And you feel good, you sweat. It's kind of a dry heat. It's not a real damp heat. It's not humid like where I'm from in Michigan. We have that real humid heat. So it's like a dry heat. And I do have a little sweat going on, but I feel quite nice. A little breeze here. I'm getting my exercise for sure today. So this is where I like to exercise. I'm not a person that likes to run. I love to walk, play sports, and I like to lift weights. I like to do that too. But running is not a thing for me. Swimming, okay, I like swimming. Love to do that. So what do we got here? Some signs. Frankenstein. Te falta un tornillo. Do you need a screwdriver? Quite funny. So Frankenstein is gonna help you with the screwdriver, I guess, in Spain. So here we go, Estación de Cártama. And there's some kind of Sierra Llana. That's like a suburb, something like that. Urbanización. Going to the Estación Cártama. I saw in the map that there's all kind of restaurants around there. So that's another reason I was trying to get there. I'm like, if I can get to that area, there's like a whole bunch of restaurants to choose from. So maybe I can have some lunch there and show you guys Cártama. Maybe a nice little restaurant. That'd be nice. See what they have here. But most of these places in the south of Spain, they have similar type of food, I have to say. Some do it better than others. You got that pitufo everywhere, which I showed you in the last video. Love that. Smurfs. Everybody has those sandwiches, pitufo, and they're quite cheap. I mean, what did I pay the last place? It was like euro. Gosh, it was 2 euros 80 cents. I don't know if I told you that, for everything, for the water and for the pitufo with the jamón serrano catalan. So you had your my little sandwich with that thin sliced ham, the tomato, the olive oil, and that big water, 1.5 liters for 2 euros 80 cents. So the food is not expensive. Not expensive here in Spain. That's what I love about it. Here we go again, Estación de Cártama. You can get one of those pitufos in one of these small tapas bars normally for under 2 euros. Now if you go into the Malaga, the city, you might pay a little bit more depending on the place. Still should be less than like 3 euros, 2 something. Maybe up to 3 even, 250, 280 some places. That is quite cheap, €1.80, €1.70. But you get out in these pueblos, small towns, this is pretty here, wow. This little, wow, you got this beautiful valley here on my right. And you have these like subdivision on my left. And these beautiful flowers again. Look at those flowers. Wow, gorgeous. And then behind me, the freeway, which you were probably seeing the other shot. And that big hill there, almost like a mountain. And here's some more cyclists. People love the cycling. Bicycle enthusiasts in 100-degree weather. That's why people are so thin. Hola. In Malaga. Wow, look at those flowers, just gorgeous. Love that. These are wild flowers, I don't know. Do they plant them? They're everywhere. Okay, this is nice now. Seems like we're kind of going down now, so I love that. It's been going up for a while. So if it's going down to the station, that's perfect. I think I have to go here, around the corner, and then to the right again. Looks like on the map. But there appears to be signs every so often, so Estación de Cártama. And there's a bus here, so if I get too tired, I can, oh, a little bit of shade, that feels nice. Grab some of that shade while I can. Another gorgeous valley. Spanish Valley. Look at all those plants in there growing. Those all lemons. And I was walking by one area and I came across this man. He was cutting the lemons from his trees, it looked like. He just had a bucket and he was out there just snipping some lemons. So I don't know if he was gonna use them himself, or not sure how he does that, or he's gonna sell them. I don't know. It's just one older man, so I don't know if he does it every day. He goes and cuts so many, or they're for personal use. I'm not sure. Or sells them to restaurants. Here's the sign: cafe 300 meters and gas station. So here we go, there's another sign, Estación de Cártama. I've seen these signs for quite a while now. I have to say the time's been passing pretty quickly. I started this journey early this morning from my last video. Kind of continued it. So get 2 videos today. Almost noon now. So yeah, I think there's one more curve and then I'm at the station.